A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Trae Young. John Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Curry. Now the pass to Embiid. And the shot goes in. Embiid's got the opening basket of the game for Philadelphia. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Count the basket.
Scouting report is be physical with Trae Young. And every night he finds ways to still make plays.
Now here's Simmons. Passes it to Curry. Back to Simmons. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Tipped away. Young with the steal. Capella against Embiid. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it. Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And the rejection by Collins. Here's Simmons. Harris outside. Just 5 to shoot. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Pass to Young. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Pass to Embiid. Puts one up from 19. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Young drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also, possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Curry passes to Harris, and he converts the layup. Harris has got his second basket.
And you see there Tobias with body control to take the hit, still complete the play.
And the pass to Collins. Bogdanovich against Simmons. Here's Young. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 6 points for Trae Young.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Simmons inside. He's guarded by Collins. Collins with some nice D. It's Young on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Scotty's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Williams, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Howard. Count it.
And the physicality of Howard completely overwhelming the defense.
Williams passes to Okongwu. And here is Williams. He dishes it to Okongwu. And stolen by Scott. And now the 76ers on the break. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And in his prime, one of the most athletic centers in league history, Howard hitting the gas that time.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the foot.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the point guard. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Passes to Howard. It's back to Hill. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Now, here is Gallinari. Defended by Thybulle. Okongwu, the pass to Herter.
Fluid athlete, good hops. If Herter can continue to do that, watch out.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 4. Back to Milton. To the middle. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got 6.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside Williams. He kicks it to Gallinari. And the call on the folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Okongwu, the pass to Williams. That one falls. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Pass to Korkmaz. It's back to Hill. Gallinari with the steal. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Tips it. And Williams is right there. He's got 6.
In attack mode pretty much every game we see him. This time, Williams getting it done in transition.
He's off on that one, and Atlanta will go the other way with it. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The drive by Simmons. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Collins.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
And Simmons drops them both. Atlanta leading by 4. Pass to Collins. Bogdanovich looking around. And finished off by Collins.
One of the best young lob men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can tag from inside.
Oh, goodness. Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Simmons dishes to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before that.
Here's Capella. Goes back up. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And Curry, here we go. And yes, it's good. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Young outside. And he comes up with the deuce.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Simmons on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
Taxi's checked in for the 76ers. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in. The pass to Capella. Back to Dunn. Over Green. That's good from Dunn on the assist from Capella. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Still room to improve his shot, but it's going down more.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 10 points. And that'll...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Kicks it to Green. Harris outside. Now Embiid, again, Philadelphia.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And Green slams it in.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Young's shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Simmons against Collins. That one goes. Counted. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Harris with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And Simmons slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Outside, Simmons. And he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Mark Moss, he's checked in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Shots good by Williams.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The drive by Simmons. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
No answer for Simmons. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Okongwu. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Dunn outside. Excellent D from Howard. 76ers trailing. Milton kicks to Simmons for the tie, and it's good on the layup. Simmons got 19 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Down against Howard, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Passes it to Milton. For the lead, back to Simmons. The shake. He lays it in. Simmons got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Williams scanning the floor. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Simmons can't get it to go. The Hawks have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Here's Herder. Dishes it to Gallinari. Nifty move. Makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Gallinari wide open, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And for the 76ers, they're shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari, and it's Hunter in at the three. Young, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Hill passes to Thibault, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Hawks shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Here's Young. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Hill up top, defended by Young. Gallinari against Harris. And he banks in the layup. Harris has got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
Nice bucket. The polished inside game. Something Harris relies on.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Harris.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Young. It's good. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Incredible night for Trey. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
Hill against Young. Inside, Harris. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Danny Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Curry comes in for Maxey. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. Then for the Hawks, Collins checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. That free throw good from Young.
One thing you can say about Trey Young, he leaves a huge imprint on any basketball game he plays.
And Curry, here we go. Back to Simmons. Outside Curry. No good on the 3. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Count that bucket. And it's a 3-point Atlanta lead.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trey Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
Outside, Simmons. And he lays it straight in. Simmons got 23 points.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moment.
Young looking it over. Young is double. To the inside. 5 to shoot. Collins. It's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And we've talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
Here's Simmons, and Capella sends it back. And he recovers it. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Harris against Young. Capella kicks to Snell. Young outside. Up again, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
The 76ers trail by 3. To the middle, there's Embiid. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And Young kicks to Capella. Bogdanovich dishes to Young. Off on the layup.
And that's just terrific positioning on his part to get that board. I mean, he might not have the size, but his basketball IQ and feel is off the charts.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Young against Harris.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player. Someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
Young outside. Out to the right wing. This one for 3. Off on that one. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, hello, basketball fans. You've got short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. Clock is at 3. Durant just inside the line. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And Simmons slams it in.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Harden against Harris. Harden dishes to Jordan. No good off the back of the rim.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket. Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
The drive by KD. The shot missing. Now the 76ers with it. Green, the pass to Harris. From outside, off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He's known as a three-point specialist. I mean, Green is also an excellent perimeter defender. A great role guy who plays within himself.
Now here's Durant. Kicks it out to Harden. And a wide open look for Jordan. That one a little long.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots to score.
That one drops for him. Simmons got his second bucket.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Outside, KD. Out left to the wing. Griffin kicks to KD. Shot from the top of the key. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 3-point lead.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now here's Durant. Left side, Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Irving looking over the floor. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And Harden is the last guy the D wants to see get loose on the break. I mean, so talented at finishing off of these opportunities.
The drive by. Oh, look at him fly!
Get off the play! But the versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Harden with it. Picked up by Harris. Shot from 6. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Philadelphia leading by 3. Curry dishes to Simmons.
Awesome at cutting inside. The quick feet of Simmons are hard to keep up with on the drive.
Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Hill in for Harris. Offensive rebound, Claxton. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the most feared rim protectors in the league.
Here's Irving. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Claxton with the bucket.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
That'll be a 5-second call. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. With 1 on the clock, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Matisse Thybulle. Actually out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 slot. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Harris misses. Philadelphia leading by 3. Count it, good. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action.
And Dwight Howard, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that are small against him. He provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. He also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
It's the Nets now. 76ers getting the bucket. Brown, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
We talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Curry, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Tries from 10. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And now it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead. Harden outside. Pass to Green. KD on the wing. Back to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Over Simmons. And it's Durant missing. Now the 76ers with it. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And Simmons slams it in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Now here's Durant. He's been quiet so far. Oh, what a beautiful play.
Good intensity. Did you see that? Great. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Here's Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Simmons finds Harris. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Harris. And the 76ers lead by 11. Harden outside. Jordan at the elbow. Outside, KD. Embiid with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique. Just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
Harden the pass to Brown. 30 seconds left in the first half. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The timing, the execution. I mean, that's outstanding initiative from Griffin on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
And so it's Philadelphia holding up.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points, and we know that Joe... And that...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then there's Griffin, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. '76ers on defense. Here is Harden. The kick out to Irving. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. And that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. Irving's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Brooklyn. So it's Philadelphia now.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
It's Durant on the wing. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Harden kicks to KD. Back to Harden. From 18 feet away, here's Jordan. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And
I mean, that's too easy for Simmons. I mean, the closer he gets to the bucket, the more dangerous he is.
Right side, Irving. The deep three from Harden. Durant attacking. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
Curry against Irving. Curry dishes to Harris. Basket good. Harris has got 6 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel. Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Simmons looking around. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Harden against Curry. Irving passes to Jordan. 9 feet out. Durant with a wide open look. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
Give him another. Simmons is terrific tonight. He's figuring out ways to light it up.
To the paint. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Kyrie Irving. How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Incredible concentration from the Australian. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great at powering through.
51 seconds left in the 3rd. Here's Irving. Green kicks to Irving. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. The 76ers leading by 13. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
On the wing, Irving. He has 7. Outside, Green. Inside, Howard with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Milton in the corner. Passes it to Korkmaz. Outside for Simmons. The feed to Howard. It's deflected. Irving way outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the 76ers, Maxey out there with George Hill. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Howard in at the center filling out the middle.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Ben Simmons. And it's Korkmaz in for Matisse Thybulle. Free throw good, Maxey. Nets trail by 16. Harden outside. And there's the pass to Claxton. And the wide open shot from Green. That three off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. So it's Brooklyn now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, that's just fantastic concentration by Harden. Taking the hit like a champ, draining the shot.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Howard kicks to Hill. Down low. Here's Scott. And another shot. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The kick out to Hill. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
No, he doesn't take his foot off the gas. I mean, Harden attacks the D, either finishes or gets the foul.
First free throw is good. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
Embiid is at the elbow. No good, unable to end this run. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Green finds Simmons. Inside. Left side Harris. Outside Green. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Harden. Outside Durant. Puts up a 3. Cranes the three-pointer.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Oh, yeah, they still got work to do, but what a job they've done to get back into this.
Simmons, and Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Irving dishes to Jordan. And it's in there. Now just a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remains calm under pressure.
To the wing on the left. Now Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Harden with the stuff.
When the game is up in the air, Harden delivers. Easy to understand why he is seen as one of the best players in the league.
And here is Curry, outside for Simmons. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Embiid. Back to Curry. Griffin with the steal. And stolen by Simmons. Green. Great D that time from Griffin. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
And finished off by Griffin.
Coming alive down the stretch. I like how Griffin commands the ball when the game is on the line.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Got it.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
It's Durant with the drive. Count it.
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars, and Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
Green kicks to Curry. Back to Green. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. This win sets a A great view of our broadcast locations in a top. And Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. So the Nets starting five. They've got Griffin, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Hawks, Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Snell in at the small forward. Now, here is Young. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights.
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
Young against Harden. Stolen by Harden. And then Durant with the dunk.
Like the connection there. KD has his teammates looking out for him. An outstanding alley-oop that time.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Back to Young. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Jordan can't get it to go.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Harden against Young. Bogdanovich up top. Back to Young.
Well, the coaching staff likes DeAndre Jordan defensively to call out what's going on, be the voice behind the defense, and his massive size, that can intimidate some shooters.
Harden surveying the D to the middle. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Great D that time from Jordan.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Harden with it. There's the pass to Irving. 6 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Nets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Irving passes to Claxton. Shoots it up. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
You know, such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger that D has no chance there.
And here is Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
You know, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space. And that time, credit him with the assist.
46 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving kicks to Harris. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1. Hunter. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Nets have gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Green, the pass to Claxton. Nets passing it around. Green finds Brown. There's the 3. Green, no luck. Gallinari attacking, and Gallinari throws it down.
Gallinari just jamming that one home off the drive like it was nothing.
Irving surveying the floor. He got it up, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Harris. And it's Green. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Here is Harden. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Huerter. Young is subbed in for Williams. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right. One of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Outside, Bogdanovich. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Bogdanovich, another one of those draft players that gets stashed overseas for a few years. Drafted back in 2014 by the Kings before coming over for the 17-18 season.
Harris passes to Griffin. Tips it up, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, you can pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
Here's Snell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Capella, the pass to Snell, and the powerful one-handed slam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Harden dishes to Durant. Back to Harden. Outside for Durant. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks leading. Outside Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. Collins. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out to KD. Now, here is Harden. He started closely. Yep, it counts. And that's now 6 points for Kevin Durant.
What I like to see there, Durant no longer shies away from contact. He is the aggressor.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Harris outside. It's Harden with the drive.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Brown is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Harris. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Molinari passes to Okongwu. They double him with Green. And Okongwu slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Harden outside. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Irving finds Harden. Back to Irving. From the line. The shot, no good. Got it off in time. Doesn't go for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you back. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. And that does it for our halftime show.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Nets trail by 3. Tony Snell is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. Down low. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
Now, he'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Collins passes to Young. Feeds it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Now Harden. Outside Griffin. Irving kicks to Durant. Outside for Griffin. Clock at 4. Hangs. Harden against Bogdanovich. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Harden.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Collins finds Young. Capella trying to free himself up. And Young with the basket on the assist by Collins. Young's got 8 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Durant. Jordan trying to free himself up, and he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
Crazy long strides there from KD. Once he gets by you on the drive, see you later.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Young. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Nets trail by 5.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Yes, and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Young. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Green against Gallinari. And stolen by Hunter. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Huerter gets it to go.
Huerter out there completing the break on the run.
And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. 8-point game. Harris dishes to Brown. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Here's Irving. And it's good. 2 points. Irving's got his 2nd basket.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Young passes to Gallinari. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. That's tipped. Now, here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Williams, he's checked in for Atlanta. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Durant's checked in. Irving passes to Claxton. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Herter. Over Brown. Hunter dishes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. Puts it up, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Williams, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And we've reached the end of the third. Hawks lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from State. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Hawks leading by 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. Knocked loose. Stolen by Harden. Durant with it. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits to make sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. At the top of the key, Williams. Oh, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. Brown dishes to Griffin. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Hawks shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Outside Jordan. There's the lob to Brown. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Dunn misses. Brooklyn trailing. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
3-on-3. Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Hunter. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Capella. Second chance shot. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Herter comes in for Lou Williams. And Trae Young subbed in for Chris Dunn. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. Back to Griffin. 5 to shoot. Irving kicks to Griffin. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Griffin showing no panic on that possession right there.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Pass to Young. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That free throw good from Young.
In the 2018 season, as the 5th overall pick, Trae Young was phenomenal towards the end of the year, winning 3 straight Rookie of the Month awards.
Atlanta making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. Jordan finds Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant, the pass to Harden. Outside for Durant to take the lead. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Gallinari attacking. Makes it off the glass.
Big time shot from Gallinari. This is why he's one of the leaders of the team.
Outside, KD to the inside. Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
To the left wing, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Reverses, and Harden with the lay-in. Harden's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here's Young, and Jordan sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. And Tony Snell subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. We've got 1:18 left in the 4th quarter. Harden right side. Lobs it up for Jordan, and stolen by Okongwu. Here's Snell, defended by Durant. Young against Harden. And Young kicks to Snell. Clock at 6. And Young, here we go. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Durant deciding where to go with it. Outside Irving. Back to KD. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Young's shot is off. And here's Harden. Here's Irving. Back to Harden. Over Young. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career.
But thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do. Injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Tony Snell is out there with Collins. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Pass to Young. Here's Capella, guarded by Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Embiid.
You look at this combination of reach and timing, it makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
Here's Curry, back to Green, over Bogdanovich. Rebound collected by Snell. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. And it's Young, that time on the assist from Bogdanovich. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick and roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Simmons looking around. Embiid dishes to Simmons. Passes it to Green. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Second shot opportunity. Simmons finds Harris, and he gets it to go.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility.
Oh, what a play!
Woo! Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Young outside. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Hey, you got to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder and does a nice job using his body.
From 8, and Simmons with the nice bucket inside. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 2.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Harris against Young. 1:24 left to play in the first. Another shot. That shot off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. The drive by Green. Embiid got a piece of it. Three-pointer, Snell. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Outside, Green. Here's Simmons. Harris kicks to Embiid. Harris passes to Embiid. Back to Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Milton the pass to Howard. Harris outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Big man coming through. I have to enjoy watching Harris attack the rack with that kind of ferocity.
And here is Williams. With 2 seconds left, and the layup is good. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
You know, defenders like to try to get physical with Williams. I'll tell you what, his strength belies his...
And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Scott is out there with Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's George Hill. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Gallinari with the steal. All alone. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Williams. Rebound by the 76ers.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Howard finds Hill. And he gets the bucket.
You know, Hill is long and athletic, but deceptively strong, as he showed you there, using his body well.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Williams, banked in off the glass. Williams has got 6 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Hill drives in.
In last season, just some phenomenal shooting numbers for George Hill. Clark, you know him well from your days in Indiana.
Certainly do, and have great admiration and respect for George. He's a business-like pro. He's the epitome of what it is to be a pro. Consistent work ethic, understands himself, always looking to improve, knows his role, and has always had a calming and stabilizing influence for every team that he's played on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Here's Embiid, shoots over Capella, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Boy, the sheer size of Embiid often puts the defense in tough spots. He's a beast.
So for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Okongwu. Bogdanovich comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for George Hill. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Goes up, and Simmons slams it in.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Dunn looking over the floor. Collins trying to break free. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Tries again. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
The drive by Simmons does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Here's Young. It's good. This game is all even. Young's got 6.
And this is something Young must keep doing. His attack off the dribble, the ability to absorb the contact, and then just finishing through.
Here's Maxey. Overdone. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Tony Snell's checked in for Dunn. Then for the 76ers, Harris comes in for Simmons, and it's Green in for Seth Curry. Here's Young. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Embiid inside. Capella's there. He gets it in there. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's got so much in his package on offense. Embiid just knows how to score the basketball.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Young. Collins trying to break free. Young's shot is off. The drive by Green. Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Not settling for the layup. Sometimes you got to go strong, and Harris gets the chance to stuff it there. He didn't let it slip by him.
Young passes to Capella. That will count, and that one released in time, but no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. And Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center. He'll get into it with the... And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Bogdanovich is out there with Young. Then it's Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Hill finds Milton. The drive by Hill. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for Hill. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Milton with it. Inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Okongwu dishes to Gallinari.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
The drive by Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Embiid inside. He has 6. Pass to Simmons. 6 to shoot. And the basket is good. Embiid's got 8 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Williams with the ball, picked up by Harris. The pass to Herter. Over Curry. Again, the Hawks score.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Simmons against Williams. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia.
You got to like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
The drive by Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Scott, rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Snell, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Down low. Here's Scott. Collins with some nice D. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He notched. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. Now here's Dunn. Outside Bogdanovich.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Outside for Simmons. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
That's good from Simmons.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Williams passes to Herter. Williams inside, guarded by Kerr. Williams can't get it to go. Harris inside the line, and slam dunk by Harris.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important, and right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Williams with the ball, now defended by Embiid. The kick out to Williams. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Here's Simmons. Pass to Curry. Harris up top. Gallinari covering. It's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And the call up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
He gets that one.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Embiid. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the middle. To take the lead, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Embiid.
Boy, I love seeing Capella be more aggressive inside. When he does this, he's capable of drawing contact.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Philadelphia. Dishes to Harris. And that one clearly a foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
The try by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Cool as they come, Ben Simmons loves taking these big shots.
The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Outside, Simmons. Yes, that goes in. Simmons got 15 points here in the second half.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Outside, Simmons. Curry is inside. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Can't cash in from close range. Atlanta with the ball. They lead by 1. It's good.
And done, guys. It's just a clutch performance. It's as simple as that. I mean, this guy knows how to step up when it matters most.
Outside, Simmons. Now the dish to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Embiid, no good. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Capella finds Snell. Now Young. Out to the wing. In the corner, Collins with it. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. What a fantastic look at the skyscraper. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Irving. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Here's Jordan. Oh!
You got to be kidding. Wow, looks like 2017 when DeAndre came home with the dunk contest trophy. Makes it look easy there.
Now here's Simmons. To the inside. Embiid with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Here's Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now here's Griffin. Durant kicks to Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. Here's Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. The second chance effort. 2 points. That one goes.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position. An effective scorer in that area.
Here's Simmons. And it's sent back by KD. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Now here's Harden. Outside Irving. Kicks to Griffin. Back to Irving. Nets passing it around. KD. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 4. And stolen by Irving. Pushing it up. Here's Griffin. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Simmons passes to Harris. But tried by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Now here's Harden. Outside Irving. Outside Jordan. 5 on the clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Curry. The shot's good.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Knocked away. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. That ties the game.
My goodness, how good is the balance of Seth Curry? Welcomes the challenge of converting through contact. That's pretty.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the Nets also making a change. Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. He'll find Scott. The kick out to Hill. 6 to shoot. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, that's strength and savvy from the veteran George Hill. Despite the defense's best effort, he does a great job finishing.
Harden with it. Pass to KD. To stop the run, and the layup is good. Durant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just so full of confidence. This guy knows he's at the top of his game. Kevin Durant excels cashing in from right there.
Now here is Hill. There's 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And here's Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's the dish to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, you're having a tough time trying to tie down DeAndre Jordan. This guy is a powerful force who knows how to convert.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They trail by 1. Here's Hill. Yep, that one goes in there. Hill's got 6 points. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Philadelphia ahead. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves? And
well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Howard. And it's Maxey in at the 1. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Now the pass to Howard. Down low. Passes to Milton. 3 on the clock. Second chance shot. And the 76ers get it back. The 76ers again can't hit it. Brooklyn trailing. Harden scanning the floor. Claxton the pass to Harden. Dishes it to Green. Pass to Claxton. Kicks it out to Harden. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Inside, Embiid. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Embiid's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. Harden the pass to Claxton. Here's Brown. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Back to Harden. To the paint, and stolen by Simmons. Here's Embiid. Keeps it alive. James Harden with the rebound. The wide open look for Durant. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Jordan dishes to Griffin. Pass to Harden. For three. Knocks down the three ball. Harden's got 5.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brown. So it's Brooklyn now. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Outside for Griffin. Back to Harden. Pops it up for Jordan. That one's not going to go. 76ers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
But Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Here is Howard. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Hill passes to Howard. Hill against Harden. That's good from Howard on the assist by Hill. Howard's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Irving surveying the floor. Outside for Durant. Clock at 6. The 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Scott inside, defended by Griffin. And Griffin sends it back. On up the court. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. And as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted a share of critics. And that'll do it for.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Jordan in at the center position. Irving passes to Durant. He feeds it to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
The pass to Embiid. And Jordan sends it back. And he gets it back. Embiid kicks to Green. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Harden.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Durant against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
The kick out to Irving. In the corner, Harden. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Curry, and then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin, and Joe Harris is subbed in for Durant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So we'll see Ben Simmons go to the line here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving, and Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris with it, and it's Howard picking him up, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Back to Milton. He kicks to Simmons. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And a wide open look for Irving. And the Nets miss again. Philadelphia shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And they double up Simmons. And it's blocked. Now Irving. Harris outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. That puts them in the lead. And the 76ers lead by 2. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Jeff Green on the wing. Irving against Hill. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Green. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets. And Brown over to help. Hill finds Milton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, we've seen this over the course of George Hill's career. So savvy, finding the open man.
Now here's Irving. 7 points in the game. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Milton. They get it again. Goes up again. And he lays it up and in. Milton's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Passes it to Green. 17 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Irving. for the lead. Korkmaz grabs the miss. And it's Hill penetrating. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Now it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, George Hill mixes speed so well, so good at getting into the paint, finishing at the rim.
The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers on top as they wrap up. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Jordan dishes to KD. Kicks it out to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Down low. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The 76ers leading by 4. Simmons with it. Left side, Harris. Outside, Green. Outside, Simmons. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Harden the pass to KD. Last break, Philadelphia. Simmons is running, and Simmons slams it in.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back.
Well, Danny Green specializes on the defensive end of the floor, gets a strip, and makes it easy on his teammates.
Harden the pass to Irving. Jordan high post. Embiid's there. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. The 76ers leading by 8. Simmons looking it over. High post, Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simmons. Again, Philadelphia.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Nets trail by 10. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
The 76ers making a switch here. Maxi's checked in. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now the feed to Harris. And that one is good. Harris has got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Jordan kicks to Griffin. Lets it go with a 3. They get it back. Jordan the pass to Irving. Tries yet again. And Jordan with the layup.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Right side Curry fires from 18. Again, Philadelphia.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Irving dishes to Harden. There's the triple. And Embiid pulls it down. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 12-4 run. back to Harris. No good with the triple. Nets trail by 12. Irving passes to Harden. Outside Irving. KD with it. Outside for Griffin. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the 76ers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ben Simmons.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
A nice shot by Embiid.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
It's Harden with the drive. And here is Green. And here's Harris from the arc. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Here is Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it. There below is Barkley. Now it's ended.
Well, Kevin, and
thanks, David. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Bogdanovich. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Griffin. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Harden. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Good work there as it goes.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Harden dishes to KD. He feeds it to Griffin.
Hey, close out on Harden.
The kick out to Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Outside Griffin. Nets passing it around for the 3.
Come on.
Irving can't hit. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Snell. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by KD. Bogdanovich against KD. 6 to shoot. Offline from the high post.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Irving finds Griffin up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And Blake Griffin was pointing his finger to throw it up way high, and he got it and dunked it home.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Irving attacking. Outside for Griffin. Back to Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Griffin.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
Young passes to Capella, and it's blocked by Jordan. Oh, Griffin in position, and the rejection by Collins. Irving for 3. Outside for KD. Back to Jordan. There's the feed to KD. Young outside. Collins trying to break free. Young's shot is off.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Durant, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Young left side. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. 9 feet out. Harden can't hit. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Stolen by Durant. Jordan the pass to Harden. Oh, Griffin in position. To the inside. Jordan dishes to Irving. KD's shot is good.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Collins against Griffin. Collins passes to Young. And Griffin sends it back.
I love the defensive intensity from Blake Griffin on that play.
Here's Irving. And the rejection by Collins. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And it's Capella missing. Irving attacking. Stolen by Collins. To the middle. It's tipped. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Brooklyn ahead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the point.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that's not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Taken away by Williams. On the wing, Williams. Inside, Okongwu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game. Chris Dunn's checked in for the Hawks. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Harden the pass to Claxton. Kicks it to Green. Now the pass to Claxton. Run against Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Gallinari. For Brooklyn, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he can't get the first one.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. The Hawks trail it. Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari against Green. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Green with the ball. Harden finds Green. Brown outside. Harris outside. In the corner. Harden. Brown outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. That one off the back iron and out. The Hawks shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Here's Dunn. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Okongwu's now got 6.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Harris outside. Takes the 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Dunn misses. Nets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Brown the pass to Harden. Gallinari with the steal. In the corner, it's Hunter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Brown. And he makes that one. And the Nets lead by 1.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Now here's Dunn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gallinari attacking and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This is Gallinari's game. Can create his own shot and terrific at drawing fouls.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Durant's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Hunter. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Chris Dunn. Outside for Griffin, 4 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
They saw what the defense was willing to give up, and they seized that opportunity.
Irving dishes to KD. Back to Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Count that one. Now it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Irving passes to Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Young looking around. Passes it to Gallinari. Shoots. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Irving kicks to Harris. Atlanta with the rebound. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even bet.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And guys, without question, Okongwu displaying his skills today.
I guess you could say his performance transcends the stat sheet.
Well, there are guys who worry about their numbers. He is not one of those guys, believe me.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. And it's Durant, then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the 2. Williams passes to Fernando. Here's Hurt, defended by Griffin. Here's Fernando. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Durant, the pass to Jordan. Durant trying to break free. That evens the score. Jordan's got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Herter, covered by Irving. Bucket is good.
Keeping that dribble alive, Herter does a good job of picking his way through the defense.
And here's Harden. He has 6. He dishes it to Irving. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Hawks shooting 40% from the field. Doesn't go that time. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the paint. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. Irving kicks to Harden. Pass to Durant. Dishes to Jordan. Okongwu grabs the board.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
That one good for 2. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Harden scanning the floor. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Harden's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. The pass to Herter. Now Hunter. Here's Fernando. In the corner, it's Hunter. Pass to Fernando. Williams inside, guarded by Jordan. Williams can't hit. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Durant, and he banks in the layup. Durant's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Back to Williams. And the rejection by Harden. Outside, KD. And 3 from Jordan. Right side, Irving to the middle. Williams against Harden. Back to Jordan. Over Okongwu. No good from Jordan.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Outside, Griffin. Passes to Jordan. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Brown in for James Harden.
Let's look at Trae Young's shot chart. He goes inside more than people mention.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Claxton the pass to Irving. Now the dish to Green. Stolen by Collins. And here we go. Here's Snell. And they pick up 2. Snell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
In all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Irving against Young. Irving passes to Harris. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Snell, and the layup's good off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Atlanta lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Irving looking for an opening. Will it go? There's the pass to Claxton. The layup missed. For Atlanta, they have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball.
And so it's Atlanta in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for Atlanta, Chris Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Dunn outside. Outside, Bogdanovich. Lets it fly. Collins dishes to Capella. Back to Collins. And he misses his first shot. Nets trail by 7. On the wing, Irving. He is covered by Bogdanovich. But they recover it. Goes back up. Irving drives in, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Irving against Dunn. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Dunn. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. And it goes down 2 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harden up top. Goes up from the top of the key. The offensive rebound.
Ooh, love it, love it. One of the most powerful dunkers in this league. DeAndre, though, showing off his creativity.
Done outside. Gallinari attacking. Nice defense from KD. Nets trail by 5. Harden outside. Outside Griffin. Fires for 3. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Atlanta making some changes. Tony Snell comes in for Gallinari. Lou Williams is subbed in for Dunn. The Hawks leading by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Bounce pass from Williams. Collins in the post. Griffin on him. Collins kicks to Capella. Takes a 3. Williams can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Harden with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Jordan and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience. Jordan remains calm under pressure.
They get a hand on it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Then for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Irving kicks to Harden. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Young outside. Young is double. Back to Huerter. Here's Capella. No good that time. Great D that time from Jordan. It's Harden with the drive. Outside for KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
Moving against Young. It counts.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Pass to Green. Back to Harden. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Young. That shot missing. The Nets go the other way with it. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 12-4 run. It drops.
Saving a little something from when it really counts. Kyrie dropping daggers down the stretch.
Young with the ball. It falls!
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're down by 1. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Now, here's Capella. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.